Okay, so it's our first full day in Hangzhou. It's like 11 a.m. It's almost 11 a.m., which is too late to start, but I was up last night pretty late because we got in late from going to see the view in the last video, and I needed to finish editing that video so it could upload while I'm asleep because we have a VPN and hotel internet, and so it's super slow to do that. So today we're going to go grab like a Diet Coke or something, and we have 3 places that we're trying to go that all close by 5:30, which is not great. So the first one is this Wetlands area, which looks really cool in the picture. So I think we might take a taxi there. It seems like it takes about 30 minutes from the hotel. And then we want to go to this museum. The museum actually closes at 5. So that's unfortunate because that could have been like a nighttime thing, right? After we get all the things that are a lot better to experience during the day, we could have gone to the museum, but no, it closes at 5. And then there's this temple, Lingyin Temple, that's supposed to be pretty cool. So all 3 of those close at 5. So I want to get, or 5:30, I want to get all those done, and then it'll be night, well, it'll be dark out, and we've got 4 or 5 other places that we're going to check out because we did a lot last night, and this place is not as big as Shanghai. It might be as big as Nanjing, but a huge portion of it is just like financial district. The view from last night, all those skyscrapers, that's not really like a tourist area. Like if you go down there, there's not going to be a lot of cool things to see. It's just like, you know, closed businesses. All right, so we're going to grab some snacks and a drink, and then I think I'll either take the subway or hail a taxi. We'll see which one's faster. Okay, so we got a cab. It's the premium one. It looks like it's going to be here pretty soon, so it'll take about 30 minutes to get to the Wetlands. We'll see how this goes. How's it going? Hello. Pretty good. Ni hao. Thank you.
不客气，不客气。
Pretty nice.
这有那个，这有杯架，对，水可以放这里。
Ah, okay.
OK。
对。Pretty cool. Very nice. Okay, so this is definitely nicer than Uber. I paid 47 RMB, which I don't know the exact conversion of that, but 70 RMB is 10 US dollars, so less than $10. And it's about 40 minutes away. This car is very nice. And the guy's dressed in like professional attire. You get the water bottle here. Pretty cool. Nice. So I don't know if you can see that, but at that intersection are those pink scooters. We saw them last night, and I don't think that they are Hello Bike like the ones in Nanjing, but they're rentable electric mopeds, which I absolutely want to do that. We have a kind of a time pressure today, so I'm not necessarily gonna try that and mess around with it for too long. When we're going to these 3 different places, we might have to taxi to all 3 depending on the situation, but we are absolutely going to try to do that once it gets dark and whip around Hangzhou and see how far we can go and check out some less touristy places to explore. Wow, look at that pink gate thing. A lot of malls here for sure, definitely. In all the Chinese cities, they still have like a mall culture, which is, the mall culture is kind of dying a little bit in the United States for sure. But here they're like very, very chic and nice, and it's kind of just like a date spot. I think a lot of people on dates at the mall. So I'm loving China so far, but one thing I noticed in the hotel, and my first real complaint with the country entirely, is I don't really mind the cigarette culture here. A lot of people smoke cigarettes in the United States. My dad smokes cigarettes. I live in a place with a lot of like biker bars. It's not a huge problem for me, but I gotta say, the cigarettes in the hotel gets old pretty fast, right? Like, a lot of these hotels are only a couple floors, 2, 3 floors in urban areas, and they don't really have like non-smoking floors entirely. And in the hallway, it smells like a bar. And when you go into your bathroom in all 3 hotels, because they have like a ventilation system shared ventilation system, it smells really strong like cigarettes. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It's not a huge deal. And there's no way like that's going to change. But if you ever go to China, just expect that, right? Like, I'm not sure in the ultra luxury hotels, a lot of which I don't think accept foreigners. I got the highest rated hotels on trip.com. You have to get your hotels from trip.com. If you're a foreigner, you cannot go on C-Trip directly. And I don't think that you can pay directly on hotel websites. Like if you went, maybe on like a Hyatt or something for sure. But if a lot of the luxury hotels here that I've seen are Chinese chic brand hotels, and I don't believe that as a foreigner you're allowed to just go onto their website and order a room. They have to register foreigners when you stay with them with the Chinese government, and so trip.com has all that infrastructure connected to it. So maybe in some of those very chic hotels, if you go out of your way to figure out how to get one or where they are or even that they exist, if it's your first time in China, you may be able to avoid it, but I would just expect that when you stay at a hotel here to smell a lot of cigarettes. Like when I was sleeping last night trying to go to bed, I could smell a lot of cigarette smoke. So it's just a thing here to be aware of, and it's a little bit of a bummer, but everything else is great. Okay, so we made it. It's real outside the city, and it's like a giant national park, so we can't see the whole thing because we're a little bit crunched for time, but we're going to see as much as we can. It's about 11:45 a.m. right now, and the final place that we want to go to closes at 5:30 p.m. So if they're about 30 minutes away from each other, that eats 90 minutes. So I'll have to do the math, but we're not going to get 2 hours at all in each of the places. And that cab experience was very cool. It was very luxury, but it just reminded me that I think when you're at a foreign... Oh, I think this might be the ticket office. That was not the ticket office. What I was saying is that taking a cab reminded me that I don't think that riding in a car is the best way to experience a foreign country, that you want to see and experience and how it's different from where you live. I think that the things that I have caught spontaneously while taking those bikes or the scooter or the subway or walking, I would have never seen those in a car. And as much as I appreciate how simple and cheap and how good the experience is of cabs here compared to in the United States, like that Uber would have cost $50 or something. If you get the Uber Black 30 minutes outside of a city, I think that it would have been very expensive. So it's, what is that, 10 times what I paid? But I've been in a car before a million times. I'm not seeing anything new. And as long as we're not in a time crunch, I think I'm going to keep riding the bikes and taking the metro because I just really want to see China, right? I don't want to see a car. Okay, we got our ticket. This was about $12, which is the same price on trip.com. You can't buy the public service tickets on trip.com with a foreign phone number, so you got to do the office. But here we go. Here's the entrance. We're going to check this out. Okay, this nice dad, I was asking him where he got this, and he just gave it to me. So here's a huge map of this thing. We got this cool little bridge. So we're going to explore it. It has English on it too, so man, this place is going to be massive. There's no way we can make this whole thing, so we're going to haul butt and try to see as much as we can. It's nice out. Another day without rain. We've been blessed. One of these days it's going to rain, right? And we're going to have to figure out what to do and adjust. But for now, we're going to take advantage of all the good weather. It's also t-shirt weather again. It's like, I don't know, maybe 70. It's a little bit overcast, but can't complain. It's better than it being like 30 and rainy, which it was going to be our first day in Shanghai, but it didn't. So, wow, it's like a riverland. There's a lot of families here. It smells really good. Like fried dough or something. By the way, speaking of fried dough, I found out that thing that I ate that looked like a corn dog looking thing in, I think, Nanjing, the first Nanjing video, it was baked gluten. So the whole thing, a whole corn dog of just straight gluten. So if you're gluten free, don't eat that. I took like 3 bites and it tasted like seitan, if you ever had that, which is like a vegetarian fake meat, which is just gluten. And so I was like, okay, I've had this before. This is just straight up gluten. So we tossed that. But I need to get that hot dog. Maybe we'll do it today. It's like a corn dog without the corn on it, and it's got slices in it. So we'll try that sometime. So here's a sightseeing boat tour. We've done all of these that we've come across, but I think we might need to skip this one this time because we're pressed for time and we're walking by all these lakes anyway, so we don't really need to get on the boat to do it. As much as I want to, I think that we're going to skip this one. Look at these crazy trees that are twisted up like this. Crazy. My foot is almost completely healed, which makes me so ashamed of Saucony. Like, how can you have running shoes that are worse than Converse, dude? Like, I think I paid $14 or $15 for these Converse, and they're easier to walk in than dedicated marathon shoes. Insane. We're going to cheat a little bit and try to see what the results of this fight are. He's got some traditional boat here with a bamboo pole. Okay, I think we're making the executive decision to leave this one a little early. It's cool. Definitely like a nice park, and it's massive. It's a huge labyrinth of these, like, not a swamp, but it's small riverways, which is cool. But this is going to be a lot of the same, I think, around the whole park. It's these sort of curated display town things, little villas that they have all over. So we've seen a couple of those, and I think we're going to bounce, and I have to decide if we're going to go to the temple now or the museum first. The temple could have some pretty cool sunset views, so I think we might get to the museum. Oh, that's closed. I think we might go to the museum, see that for a couple hours. I heard they have some pretty cool stuff in there. There's an art museum and then like a science and technology museum. I don't know if that's the same thing in the same museum, but if we leave this early and they're not the same, we might be able to hit both. I don't know where I'm going. This is very confusing. I'm just going to cut through this unpaved path here and get over there. 你好。Okay, we're out of the cab and we're here at the enormous museum. That's just the front. It goes way farther back. This is pretty far away. It took like 35 minutes. And I don't know what part of the city we're in. This is a totally different area from any of the other parts we've been so far. So we need to try to safely cross this crazy road. There's no crosswalk here right in front of the museum. Okay, let's get our ticket and check it out. Massive. So that was really easy. They had a digital kiosk here that you could just put your passport in and it prints out a ticket. It was free, and the cop did it for me in like 10 seconds. Just instantly did it. So this was very easy to get into. Huge ceiling. Really cool. One thing I like about Chinese museums, and this is in all the museums we've been to so far, is that they number the exhibits. So it kind of guides you, like, okay, here's the way that you go. I don't think I've ever seen that in an American museum, and I've been to quite a few of them. These are ancient stone tools. These are like millions of little shells. Jade. This is jade. This is a tomb, and they buried somebody with the largest pieces of jade they ever saw made, according to the little tooltip museum note piece. Here's an example, I guess. They would put all this stuff in with the body in the tomb. Look at this gigantic bronze bell. Probably weighs a ton, literally. This exhibit's pretty cool. I read the little history note. It's called the Wu Yue Dynasty, and he seized control of this city, Hangzhou, that we're in right now. And I guess China was in a period called the 10 Kingdoms and 5 Dynasties, and he was one of them. It's kind of like Asian Game of Thrones. Like the War of the Roses in Europe. These are from the year 950 that these Buddha statues were carved. Pretty cool. One of the cities that we cut from the trip was like an ancient Buddhist temple built on a mountainside, and you like climb these wooden steps, and it would have taken basically 3 days of the trip and just travel, like an additional 20 hours each way to get there. It's just in the middle of nowhere, and we had to cut it out because that really would have eliminated like 2 whole cities, or at least 1 entire city just in additional travel. So we aren't going to that, but maybe next time if I take a second trying to visit, which I'm considering depending on where my language skill is at next December, we can go to that one. This looks like that big bronze bell that we saw earlier. This is cool. These are coins from over 1,000 years ago. Really cool. With the square in the middle. This book is from 1368. That's crazy. Here's a big 500-year-old stone weight. Oh, we got one missing. More coins. Looks like they have ridges on the edge. Some of them. It's a wooden opium pipe. People smoking opium. in 1840. This is the Communist Revolution in China in 1919. So this history is actually pretty interesting. I read the entire section here in this little room, and I guess the reason that Hangzhou has this communist section is because in Russia in 1917 the October Revolution happened, and Marxism was basically the government of the Soviet Union. And it inspired the Chinese to start like these student groups called New Trends. They were basically just publishing a newspaper. It was called New Trends, and they banned it all over China. And the students in this city in Hangzhou, they resisted it, I guess, and they were the ones spreading the Marxist propaganda in China, which eventually led to Shanghai generating the first communist party, the true communist party. But this city, this history of the city is that it's basically the seed that started the communist revolution in China. I just read through all these, and a husband and wife couple, Ronald Chow and his wife, they donated all this Ming Dynasty stuff, all these artifacts. They must be like wealthy collectors. Look at these. This red box is really cool. Okay, it looks like this entire exhibit, all of this red Ming Dynasty stuff from the years 960 to like 1400. The Chow family had all of it. That's insane. I wonder if this was also donated by them. Yep, it was. It was donated by them. Wow, that's cool. Their family must have just had all of this. Yeah, donated by Chow. What? I wonder if they just had it displayed in their house. They must have. All this stuff in all of these rooms. Yep, all of it say Chow. There's more behind there. I think this entire other building here might be another section of the museum. That might be the science and industry one. So I read a book about communism in general like 3 or 4 years ago, and it had a whole chapter on China and Mao and everything, and I had forgotten a lot of it, but I just reread my notes and then was asking the AI, and basically what happened is that Mao had a central economy in China until 1978, and then he was succeeded by Deng Xiaoping, and he opened it up, and they called it post-reform China in 1978, and they allowed for businesses and like market economics to exist in China. And after that time, I guess Ronald Chow, the Ming Dynasty donator, he ran this huge business group that became successful in post-reform China. And one of the pushes of this reform was that they wanted to take all of these artifacts that just existed in like wealthy oligarchy families, like I guess maybe the Chows, I'm not sure if they were one of them before they started their business, but and bring them back into the public space and create museums and all types of infrastructure. And I guess that's why you see all these enormous like transportation hubs and free museums and everything. It's because this reform, like they want to have a lot of public works like this, which is cool. Some Spanish coins and Japanese coins. Somebody's diary. These people here are boiling sea salt to make salt to trade. A salt boat. These are Chinese stone axes and knives from 7,000 years ago. Neolithic. It smells like leather in here. It smells really good. Here's some stamps. Alright, it's like 3 p.m. We're gonna leave here, and it looks like it's 30 minutes to some outer part of this temple area. The temple area is huge, so I'm not exactly sure how we get to the drop-off, from the drop-off spot to the temple. It might just be a big scenic park. I'm not actually sure what to expect, so we're gonna head over there, maybe grab something to eat. I'm feeling like I need to fuel up on something. We haven't had any calories today at all. I've eaten nothing. And it's like 3 p.m. so maybe we could find some macadamia eggs or something at the gift shop. I'm not sure, but we're on our way to the Lingyin Temple. Okay, so outside of the museum, we got one of these corn dogs. Well, it's like a hot dog with like, I don't know if you can see that. It's got slices on it. They slice the side of it, you can see. And it's like grilled. Wow. It's hot. It's pretty good. It's very dry. But it's like the inside of it is pink. And the outside of it is like fried meat. All right. That shop is cool. You like pick out your stick that you want to eat, and there's a whole display of them. They're like 3 yuan to like 9, so it's like 30 cents to $1, and you just grab a bunch of them and you eat as many sticks as you want. All right, let's see if they have our 2 favorite things: the spicy meat or the macadamia eggs. I'm not seeing the eggs. That looks close, but that's peanut. That looks close. That's like a big container of them, not the individual ones. Dang, they don't have either of them. Oh well. 你好。你好。9488啊。嗯。你好，弟弟的，蔡文福。I have no idea if this is the right spot, but it looks like a big bus station or something. I can't imagine this is the temple. It's just like a wall. And there's like a lot of construction around. There are people going though. I scanned this thing and it's like to buy a monthly bus pass. So I don't know if this is the temple. I don't know where the hell I'm going, but we're walking with the crowd. Okay, so this is actually a bus stop that takes you to the temple. So we get on this bus and then the bus takes us to the temple. So that's what we're doing. We're just walking. This has got to be close to something cool. Okay, I saw a sign that said temple on it. This place is packed. There's a ton of people. I'm not sure if we're going to the right thing or we're just walking. This might be parking. I'm going to follow this tour guide because these people are definitely going to the temple. There are so many people here. This is crazy. There's all these little shops in here. Maybe we'll get another one of those sliced up hot dog things. You can ride bikes back down this big mountain thing. So maybe we'll do that. It looked like it might rain a little bit. So if it's raining, we're not going to ride bikes down the mountain. But if it's not, it would be kind of cool. Whip down this mountain on one of those rent-a-bikes. It'd be fun. There's a ton of shops down there, like another bazaar. Okay, back to the ticket office. We have to show our passport and get a ticket, I think. So we're gonna do that, and it closes in like an hour, so I gotta find this ticket office. Super long line for showing your ID. Hopefully they can take our passport. I don't know if it's a different line. It usually is. So one of the notes on this red sign right here says that reservations had to be made 24 hours in advance, so we might not be able to get in there, but we'll see. We'll hand them a passport and see what they do. Also, getting a ton of stairs here. I think that they think it's hilarious that there's a foreigner in the line. Maybe I'm just in the wrong line and they are laughing at me because they know I'm going to get rejected, but yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. Everybody's just staring at me. I've seen 0 other people give her a passport, so it's not looking good. We will see. We got a ticket. She said nothing and just handed me one, so I don't know if she was just cool or if I was supposed to be in that line, but I need to figure out where I'm supposed to go again. There's so many people. It's absolute chaos. The line was packed. It's like an airport. It was harder to get this ticket than it was to travel across the country in a high-speed train, so. Okay, I will find the end. Another passport checkpoint. This place is more locked down than the train airport. Literally. Yeah, it had way more security than the railway station for the high-speed rail. Maybe it's like a Buddhist, like a historic site thing. So many people are packed. And you can see the temple on the side of that mountain right there, carved into it. Hopefully that's where we're going. This feels like in Universal or Disney when they build the waiting line for a ride to make it look authentic, but it's not fake. It's actually real. It feels like that. Look how old these stones are. See this? And I'll try to find a picture of some of them, but like the original steps, so many people have walked on them that they're like marbled. It's like polished to a shine. Look at these old tree roots growing over the steps. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but like look at the shine on that. That marble. So many people have walked on this that it's completely polished, shined up. On the these are likely new steps, but on the original stone, like these, you see this? It's like shiny on the top. Granite. This might be more steps than the Ming Tomb in Nanjing. We went to the top. It looks like there's a little bus up here or something. Just like a hangout spot, kind of. A bunch of rocks. They have a vending machine here. I thought maybe there'd be like a statue or something. There's a lot of high school kids or something. Just like rocks. We're gonna go check out those statues though. I'm trying to hurry up and be quick down this mountain path because I want to see those Buddha carvings that are down at the bottom of this mountain, carved into the rock. It's like maybe 100 yards straight of these ancient, over 1,000-year-old carvings. So I want to see those before we can't see them in the dark.
号以下上考成功21，
我再问这个。
请解锁手机，点一下支付。
我在上面吃的粗面。
这边几乎烧饼、吃面、吃饭都有。烧饼几块？不啦，烧饼12块。
海德爷，你要不要吃这个饼啊？
This is cool. They like make this pita thing with meat in it.
Hello，二盆 K，
你好。
哎，你好。
I have absolutely zero clue where I'm going. And the crowd just kind of forked. So we're going right. So that says Chuko right there, but I actually think that that is a sign for cars. So we will not follow that. There's buses over here. I got on a bus, but I didn't have a ticket. I don't know how the hell I got into the bus. I like showed a guy my passport and he just said, Sola. And so I walked. So I don't know if I actually have a ticket to get back, but we're just gonna wing it, see what we're doing. This girl seems like she's brave enough to ride a bike, so maybe I'll do that. It's kind of dark, but it would be pretty cool to ride the bike down this mountain. And we're probably never gonna be here again, so maybe I'll do that. What's the worst that could happen, right? It might be a bad reason to get a bus because I don't actually know where the buses are going. And I'm sure there are multiple different destination routes, and I'm just gonna get on the wrong one and I could end up like way farther away. So I'm gonna walk down the road a little bit and see if I can find a bike, and if I can't, then I'll just get a cab. But the bike situation would be super fun. Oh, I think I see a rent moped. No way. If we can rent this, we're taking it. We found a single bike sitting here. Hopefully it's not broken. It was broken. Dang. Yeah, there's a reason it was there. I thought that it was because most people are in groups and a single person just wouldn't grab one bike, but yeah, that one was out of service. So if we can't find one, the subway is only like 7 minutes walking away, but we can ride our bike all the way to the next stop, which is the university campus area. I guess it's supposed to be pretty cool, and we planned it because it's not too far away. So I'm actually at a fork in the road, so I need to decide if I'm going to go look for a bike, if I'm going to try to go to the subway. So maybe I'll head towards the subway, and if I find a bike, we can grab that. Probably better off on this bike than the bus. Look at these buses stuck in traffic. Everybody trying to leave at the same time. Whoa, huge tree. That's crazy. It's fun. We're finally off of that mountain road. That was a little sketchy. Once the traffic cleared up, these buses and stuff were whipping by us. But now we're on a bike path, so that's really nice. There's another one of these anime people. There's a lot of these anime cosplay people taking like really cinematic photographs. They were at the waterway too. This is definitely looking like a campus for sure. So we see one solution to the rain, an actual umbrella, just a straight up umbrella on top of it. So it looks like the road we wanted to go down, the university, is actually secured around like a barrier. So I don't think you can really go in there unless you're like a delivery person or a student. There's just cops everywhere. And it's like that. I kept seeing these gates and I thought maybe that is the university, and yeah, it turns out that is. So I don't think we're going to be able to walk down that street. It just looks like, some shops, and it definitely looks cool, but there's, we can't do it. So we're gonna explore around here for a little bit, see if there's anything cool. I see a little grocery store. I was thinking they maybe have those macadamia eggs, but I don't really want to try to check it out the bike and back in and all that again. So yeah, I'm gonna whip around this, see if there's anything cool that we could see. If there's not, we will head to the next spot, which I don't even remember what it is. Another road, another like neighborhood that's supposed to have a cool vibe. So yeah, I'm just gonna explore a little bit. We got like a little park here with some big stone, looks like an empty fountain, like there's supposed to be water in there. There's like a little stream here, and I saw some guys fishing in it. I think we're actually back at where I might have left for the bus to the temple. It's hard to tell. Like a cool little park back there, like a little secret park. This lit up building. I'm not sure where I'm going. We're going up this hill. And it's just really cool, like a curated median here. My legs are kicking. We're going up this hill for a little bit. I think we burned off the calories for that corn dog thing earlier. Whew. That was kind of a big hill, but it's really pretty. Look. It's real like fall vibes. This looks a big apartment complex or something here. Still 0 potholes the entire time. It's crazy. Even on that mountain path. There's a Pizza Hut right there. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Pizza Hut in the United States. I do recognize this grandma's home thing though. We're going back towards where we took a cab from the museum. This is near the museum, I believe. Okay, the next stop is called Huanglong International Center, and it's like 20 minutes away on the bike, so we're gonna go check that out. It looks like it's east of the museum. So we're still in the same area that's really far away from Westlake, which is cool. Just kind of explore around. And after that, we're going to go to this tech district called Zhejiang, which is supposed to be really cool. But yeah, we're gonna head there on the bike since we already have it, and it's only right down this road. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's starting to be like this smog coming in. It's real windy, and it's like, yeah, foggy, smoggy. It's kind of aesthetic. Pretty cool. I don't know if you could read that, but that was called Westlake Ant Town. Like A-N-T, Ant Town. It's weird. I don't know if the microphone could pick it up, but it's getting really crazy windy. It's like 15, 20 knot gusts probably. It's kind of cool. I think we're real elevated here on top of the sort of mountain terrain. It's hard to tell. But it's getting a little bit more industrial, kind of cool looking. This has got to be it. This is crazy. This has got to be the area. Yeah, this is it. It's totally lined with mopeds and people and restaurants and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we can't ride in there. So we're gonna walk around and check it out. This looks a lot cooler than the college campus road area for sure. We got some more of these Jenny nuts. They were pretty cool last time. These are soy milk flavor. They also had these Cheetos that were like Cheetos Puffs steak flavor, which is pretty cool. But we had a bunch of noodles last night, and we might eat some more carbs tonight. So we're gonna skip the Cheetos steak flavor, but they look pretty cool. I've never seen those in the States. Looks like it's just maybe another big mall in here. But we can definitely check out the restaurant road there with a lot of those like more authentic restaurants. It looks like there's something out there too. It's pretty cool. I found a Family Mart. We're gonna look for the macadamia eggs in here. Jackpot. This is like regular beef jerky. It's the first time I've got like regular beef jerky here. It's got some kind of citrus type flavor and it's not sugary at all. I think it might even be 0 sugar. It's good. It's very good. Here's that street we saw earlier with a million mopeds. Guys, so many. I bet these places are awesome. We're not going to eat quite yet. We're going to go check out Zhejiang Baolong Square, it's called. It's pretty far away, but It's all those skyscrapers and like Olympic, or I think it was the Asian Games. Yeah, the 2022 Asian Games were hosted here, and they built all this crazy infrastructure over there. When we in the last video, when I had that crazy view across the river, we're gonna go across the river there, where those enormous lit up skyscrapers are, and check that out. Apparently, it's got like a kind of like a nightlife scene there. And then head back over a little bit closer to the hotel near Westlake, and we're gonna eat at one of those probably. Yeah, hell yeah, this looks cool. Look at this thing. Sell macaroons or something? Egg pizza. Another one of these stick restaurants. So look, 2.9 yuan. I paid 4 or something. And you order these sticks and they grill them up for you. They have the gluten one too. Metro. It's about 8 o'clock at night. It's been about an hour since we left that last place. And we're definitely in some skyscrapers. This crazy building here with like this racetrack LED light thing going on. I don't see the super duper tall ones that we saw last night in the view from across the river, but they must be close. I'm seeing a lot of cool restaurants up here. I'm going to cross the street and film that. This is how you know there's some cool stuff going on. Look at all these scooters. This might be more than the last place. We might go find one of these stick restaurants and eat the meat sticks.
加个优惠多少？
There's another luxury mall in there. This is like the 10th mall we've seen. Here's another like Huawei or Mi. That's cool. Really cool electric cars there. Oh, it's Xiaomi again. They look so good, man. I wish we could buy those in America. Pretty cool. So this is it. There's like another one of these malls, and it's got a huge street scene outside with people all over and restaurants and stuff. This seems to be the model in China a lot, is they'll have like a luxury mall. Usually there's like a subway underneath it. This one doesn't have a subway. You got to walk a little bit, and then there's restaurants and shops and stuff all around it. So it's really cool. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to look for something to eat. I kind of want one of those meat stick places. But they have a ton of options. I'm gonna go look around and just pick one, and then I'll film it and we'll do a little review again. All right, so we picked this place here. It looks pretty legit. We're gonna pick something. So this is what you do. You use Meituan. You scan this barcode right here, and then you use Meituan, and you select what you want. And when you do this to go to your cart, like if you saw my last video, it orders it. So when you select something, it won't tell you what your total for the whole thing is. It'll tell you how many dishes you ordered, and when you hit this to look at your cart, it's done. It's ordered. You can't edit it after you look at your cart. So you gotta just use like internal math or something. It's cool. You sit on these little stools. They're little like kid stools on these like outdoor picnic tables. I think it's got this like igniter brick in here. It looks like a little soap bar here. It's kind of waxy, and I guess they set the pot on fire. After you order, it comes out in like 2-3 minutes, like immediately. Yeah, wow, that was really good. I think all that walking around and not eating and having like one meal a day caught up to me. I ate like most of that. It was 3 huge dishes, and it ended up being like $17 US, which is crazy. It was like all the steak and some kind of pork, sliced pork thing, and a bunch of chicken and vegetables. It was awesome. Okay, so the next stop is a surprise. I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but I'm super interested to see if it's worth going all the way there. I mean, we're only going to be in this place once. I'm probably never coming back for the rest of my life, so we're going. It's about 30 minutes away. We're going to take the subway because it's actually longer on a cab, with a cab. So I'm going to go there, and I can't wait. It's going to be a good like picture place. So this is the Olympic Sports Center area that we saw last night from across the river. There's some kind of crazy concert or something going on. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's packed and there's like cops everywhere here. I don't know if they're shutting it down or something, but I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. I don't know how well you can see this crazy cube building. It's like a lit up cube with slices in it. It's so awesome. And then this double tower is just incredible. To go up to that crazy building right there, but I think that the actual Lotus building is a different one that's over here further, so I'm gonna see if we can walk over to that one. There's Chinese police like literally everywhere. It's insane. This guy's riding the bike and pushes his friend up the... Oh, it's his daughter. She's riding the bike and pushing her dad the roller coaster. That's hilarious. So that's the thing we're trying to get to. I wanted to get to that though too. I'm not sure exactly which one is the Lotus, if they're both the Lotus, but we're gonna try to get up close. And then there's one more building that's this gigantic green, like, it looks like that space worm from that game Destiny, if you ever played it, or Dune. It's like a giant elongated like worm looking building, green, huge green building, massive. I don't know how close we can get to it, but we're gonna try to go walk right up next to it. I've been to quite a few NFL stadiums, and I've been to the Daytona 500 stadium, huge stadiums. I don't think I've ever seen one this big. This is probably the biggest stadium I've ever seen in my life. It's absolutely massive. Fortunately, it looks like it's walled off for some kind of concert in there. They're definitely singing. Dang, we can't get up close, but it's huge. We're gonna cut across this field and see what we can do. I don't know what that is over there, this wavy looking bridge thing, but that might be the green slug building. It looks like that's fenced off too. I think those people up there must have paid for the concert or something. What if we can get to that green slug building? Hopefully you can hear that on the camera, but there's a huge concert and this lady singing. Kind of a bummer that we couldn't get closer, and it looks like the way to that it's actually the Olympic Gymnasium building, the big slug looking massive thing. That's actually the road there is blocked by the concert too. So look at this crazy thing. It's like a pomegranate. But hey, we're here, and at least I can say that I went here. You know, we got to the Olympic Center and walked around. It's really cool. We're on the other side of that view that we saw in the last video last night. So we're going to head to one more place. It's called Wulin Square, which is supposed to be pretty nice. And then we're going to go to the hotel and go to sleep, get packed up for the train ride tomorrow to Xiamen. But all in all, what a cool city. It's kind of neat going in with no expectations whatsoever. I had a lot of expectations for all the other cities, but to go in and just be completely blown away is a cool feeling. Hangzhou is really special, and I honestly can say that it's not like any other city I've ever been to in my life. It's hard to describe, right? It's like imagine if you took San Francisco and Portland, Oregon, all the best parts about it, like San Francisco, the topography, Portland, like the nature and the trees, and then you put a city bigger than New York on top of it, but modernized it like a super version of Vegas, and then made it ultra safe and put the best transit system in the world on top of it. And that's the city. Like, it's just and it's all this history and the museums and the 1,000 years old. It's just, what a cool city, honestly. I really, of all the ones I've been to so far, these three cities, or 4 cities, this one I would definitely come back to. Or I could even see myself living in a city like this. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm really glad and really grateful I made the changes and the decision to come to this city. So, we're on the wrong path. I got to fix my maps. But I just wanted to say how cool this city was overall. Back in the subway. Okay, it looks like this last stop, Wetland Square, we're gonna cut it and just go back to the hotel. I had to buy my train ticket for Xiamen tomorrow, and the train's like 4 hours long. We gotta get there pretty early, so I think we're gonna not see Wetland Square. It's another like big high-end mall, I guess, with a lot of shops around it, which we've seen quite a few of those yesterday and today. So I think we got the idea about that. So I'm gonna just head back to the hotel and try to pack tonight so I can just bounce from the hotel early tomorrow. Look at these massive nuclear shelter doors in the subway. Like a fallout shelter. Alright, this is our 3rd time attempting this crazy walk back to the hotel. Surely this time we don't screw it up, right? I think I screwed up again. Yep, I had it too. I was just about to take the right turn and I second guessed myself. Damn it. I was so close to getting it on the first try. But this is the most confusing walk from the metro to the hotel in human history. There's 2 like underground tunnel squares. It's makes a square, and there's like different paths you can take, and it's all completely uniform. You can't tell the difference between either part of it. So look at this creepy door. What is in that? Or this one, look at that. There's all these like fallout shelter little comic things. Wearing your gas mask. It's really creepy. Hotels on the interior of this like mall thing. It's not a mall, it's like, I don't know what you call this, but every room in the hotel is windowless. So like there's 2 or 3 hotels in this building, and they're all like in the core of it, so no room has a window. Nice hotels too. Like, look at the inside of this one. It's just the core of this place is very strange. Nice. I just said a pretty long sentence and the front desk girl understood me. I said, I am a guest here. Can you give me 2 bottles of water? And she said, Lianga? I said, Lianga. Doima. And she gave them to me. So that was pretty good success. I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, well, I am exhausted. I'm gonna pack and go to bed, and tomorrow take the train to Xiamen. So goodbye Hangzhou. It was really cool. I love this city, but we gotta move on. Until next time, Zhejiang.